she giggled. I told my friends you're terrible in bed, it's just girl talk. I laughed too. Then I sent her boss the screenshots of her using company time for her gossip sessions. HR called during her girl talk session. I, 29 male, thought Gemma, 27, was different. We'd been together for 2 years, living together for 6 months. She worked as a marketing coordinator at a tech startup, always bragging about their cool office culture and flexible work environment. I'm a data analyst. Boring job, decent pay, zero drama. Or so I thought. Last Thursday, I came home early with food poisoning. Gemma was in our bedroom on a video call, door slightly open. I was about to announce myself when I heard my name. Oh my God, you guys won't believe what happened last night, she was saying. I could see her laptop screen from the hallway, 5 women on a group call, all cackling. Spill, someone shrieked. So Derek tries to be all romantic, right? Candles, music, the whole thing. I'm thinking finally, some effort. But then, she paused for dramatic effect. 2 minutes, I'm not even joking. 2 minutes. The laughter was deafening. Wait, it gets worse, Gemma continued. He asks if it was good for me. I had to fake a cough to hide my laugh. Girl, why are you still with him? Someone asked. The lease isn't up until December. And honestly, he pays most of the rent, plus he does all the cooking and cleaning. It's like having a butler who occasionally wants mediocre sex. I stood there, frozen. My stomach wasn't hurting from food poisoning anymore, it was pure humiliation. At least tell me he's packing, another voice chimed in. Hardly. I've seen bigger baby carrots. Remember that guy Mateo I told you about from the gym? Now that was a man who knew what he was doing. Sometimes when Derek's trying his best, I just close my eyes and think about that weekend when Mateo. I walked into the room. The look on her face was priceless. Pure panic. Babe, you're home early. She slammed the laptop shut. Food poisoning, I said calmly. Feeling much better now though. Super educational. Derek, it's not. We were just joking around. You know how girl talk is. Totally, I said, grabbing some clothes. Just gonna shower. She followed me, suddenly all apologetic. Baby, you know I didn't mean any of that. It's just what girls do. We exaggerate stuff for laughs. Trina was telling us about her boyfriend's weird toes last week. It's harmless. I turned on the shower. Cool. No worries. She looked relieved. Really? Really? It's just girl talk, right? She giggled. Actually giggled and kissed my cheek. Exactly. God, you're the best. Most guys would flip out over nothing. I smiled back. Why would I flip out? Hey, quick question though. That call looked like it was during work hours. She waved dismissively. Oh, we always do our catch-up calls at 2 p.m. on Thursdays. Boss doesn't care as long as work gets done. Every Thursday. Yeah, for like the past year. We call it our weekly therapy session. She laughed again. That night, while she slept, I did some research. Her company's website was very clear about their values, integrity, productivity, and respect in all professional endeavors. Their employee handbook, publicly available, thanks startup transparency, explicitly stated that personal calls during work hours should be limited to emergencies. I also discovered something interesting. Gemma's Instagram was public and she'd been posting stories during work hours. Lots of them. Shopping hauls filmed at 11 a.m., coffee runs at 2:30 p.m., desk makeup tutorials at 3 p.m. But the real goldmine. She'd sent me screenshots over the past months of her group chats. I'd never paid attention before, but now I noticed the timestamps. Full conversations during September 5th, Monday through Friday. And not just casual texts, paragraphs upon paragraphs about co-workers, including some pretty harsh comments about her supervisor Elaine. One message from 3 weeks ago stood out. Elaine's presentation was so cringe. She says synergy like it's 1995. No wonder her husband left her for someone who doesn't dress like a librarian. I took screenshots of everything. Friday morning, I acted completely normal. Made breakfast, kissed her goodbye, went to work. At 1:45 p.m., I created a new email account and sent a message to Gemma's HR department and CC'd Elaine. Subject: concern about time theft and workplace professionalism. I attached screenshots of Instagram stories filmed during work hours, timestamps of her Thursday therapy sessions, the group chat messages about Elaine. A helpful calculation showing that 5 hours of personal time per week is 52 weeks, equal 260 hours of paid time spent on personal activities. I ended with, as someone who values workplace integrity, I thought you should be aware of this misuse of company resources. Then I waited. At 2:07 p.m., Gemma texted me, having our weekly call. The girls say hi. I replied, tell them I said hi back. At 2:24 p.m., she texted, OMG someone's at the door, Berber. At 2:27 p.m., WTF HR wants to see me now. They have screenshots of our chats. Someone reported me. At 2:30 p.m., they can see I'm on a personal video call right now because it's showing on the company network. At 2:41 p.m., Elaine is here, she's reading the messages I sent about her. At 2:45 p.m., I'm being put on immediate suspension pending investigation. At 2:52 p.m., they're escorting me out, someone from the office must have seen my Instagram. At 3:15 p.m., this is insane, I'm coming home. I was already there, bags packed, she burst through the door, mascara streaking down her face. Someone at work reported me, can you believe it, some jealous witch who probably wants my job. That's terrible, I said, placing my suitcase by the door. Wait, what's happening? Why are your bags packed? Oh, I'm moving out. Found a great studio downtown, month-to-month lease. What, Derek, this isn't the time for jokes, I just lost my job. Actually, you're suspended. And I'm not joking. Her face went from confused to angry. Are you seriously leaving me right when I need you most? Yep, because of yesterday. I told you it was just girl talk. Oh, I know, and this is just boy actions. You know how guys are, we just do stuff without talking about it. You can't leave, the rent is due in 2 weeks, I can't afford this place alone. That's rough, maybe Mateo from the gym can help. I heard he knows what he's doing. The color drained from her face. You reported me. Me. No way, I would never violate someone's workplace, must have been someone from the office who saw your very public Instagram stories. Derek, please. Let's talk about this, I'm sorry about what I said, I didn't mean any of it. Which part? The 2 minutes? The baby carrot? The butler comment? Or the part where you're using me for rent? She started ugly crying. I love you, those were just jokes. Cool. Hey question, if I called my boys and described your body in detail, laughed about your performance, compared you to other women and said I was only with you for free housekeeping, would that be just boy talk? That's different. How? She couldn't answer. I grabbed my bags. By the way, I already talked to the landlord, removed myself from the lease, he says you can either qualify solo or move out by the 30th. You planned this? Nah, just did it this morning. Took like 10 minutes. Super easy. As I reached the door, she played her last card. I'll tell everyone you have a small dick. I turned around. You already did. Every Thursday at 2 p.m. for the past year apparently. At least now when you tell them, you won't be getting paid for it. Update 1. Holy hell, didn't expect this to blow up. Let me update you on the spectacular meltdown that's been happening. First, Gemma's suspension became a termination. Turns out when HR did their investigation, they found way more than just my screenshots. Girl was running a whole side business during work hours, selling wellness journals through her Instagram. She'd been using the company printer for labels and the mailroom for shipping. They found $4,000 worth of personal packages in the outgoing mail. But here's where it gets wild. Saturday night, I'm at my new place eating takeout when I get a call from an unknown number. It's Gemma's mom, Dottie. Derek, sweetheart, Gemma told me about your little fight. Not a fight, Dottie. We broke up. Over some silly girl chat. You men are so sensitive these days. In my day, we said much worse about our husbands and they knew their place. Cool story. Now listen, you're gonna march back over there, apologize for getting her fired, and help her with rent until she finds a new job. I actually laughed. I didn't get her fired. She got herself fired. She was venting. It's healthy. You know what's not healthy? Being vindictive and cruel. Dottie, she told her friends intimate details about our relationship while on company time. That's her choice. Me leaving is mine. You're ruining her life over words. No, she ruined her own life with actions. The words just happened to be evidence. I'm calling your mother. Go for it. She already knows everything. She hung up. 20 minutes later, my mom texts. Dottie called. I told her my son serves better than someone who disrespects him for entertainment. She called me a bad mother. I laughed and hung up. Love you too, Mom. Sunday was quiet. Too quiet. Monday morning, I wake up to 47 missed calls. Not from Gemma. From my buddy Jake. Dude, check Gemma's TikTok now. She'd posted a whole series. How my ex destroyed my life because he can't handle jokes. Toxic masculinity. When boy feelings cost you everything. Story time. My ex reported me to HR for having friends. The videos were gaining traction. Comment section was split between Yas Queen, men are trash, and wait, you mocked his body during work hours. Girl. Then she made her mistake. In Video Me 4, she showed proof of my abuse. Screenshots of our text conversations. Except she forgot to crop out the parts where she admitted to the gossip sessions being weekly and during work hours. Someone commented, so you admit you were doing personal calls during work? That's time theft, bestie. She deleted it, but internet's forever. Her former coworker Morgan, who follows me on Instagram, sent me a DM, LMAO, she's telling everyone you're a master manipulator who planned this for months. Meanwhile, we all knew she was stealing time. Elaine's been documenting it forever, but needed solid proof. Thanks for the assist. Tuesday afternoon, I get a text from Mateo. Yes, that Mateo. Bro, Gemma won't stop hitting me up. She's asking if she can crash at my place. I'm married now, BW. Wife's pregnant. This is awkward AF. I replied, congratulations on the baby. Thanks, man. Sorry about, All good. You didn't owe me anything. She did. Still fucked up what she said. Nobody deserves that. Plot twist I didn't see coming. Mateo screenshotted her desperate messages and sent them to his wife, who posted them in a local, Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group, with the caption, Ladies, this one will try to steal your man while homeless. The comments were brutal. Wednesday, yesterday, Gemma's best friend from the Thursday calls, Trina, reached out. Hey Derek, I know I'm probably the last person you want to hear from, but I wanted to apologize. We all knew what Gemma was saying was fucked up. We should have called her out. For what it's worth, she talks shit about all of us too, when we weren't on calls. She's been melting down in the group chat, demanding we let her move in, calling us fake friends when we say no. Karma's a bitch. Good for you for standing up for yourself. I didn't reply, but I appreciated it. Update 2. This is probably my final update because I'm ready to move on. But y'all deserve to know how this wrapped up. Gemma's dad, Roger, showed up my office on Thursday. Security called up asking if I wanted to see him. Against my better judgment, I agreed. Roger's a reasonable guy, unlike Dottie. He sat down, looking exhausted. Derek, I'm not here to defend what Gemma did. I'm here to apologize. Wasn't expecting that. Dottie and I saw the TikToks. We also saw the full messages she sent to that Mateo fellow. His wife sent them to Dottie to woman, explain why she can't live there. Okay. Gemma learned this behavior from her mother. Dottie's been doing this for 30 years, mocking me to her friends, treating me like a wallet with legs. I thought it was normal. Seeing it from the outside, Christ, I'm filing for divorce. Roger, I'm sorry. Don't be. This was my wake-up call. I'm 58 years old and just realized I've been the punchline of my wife's joke since I was 28. At least you got out after 2 years. He stood up to leave, then turned back. She's living with Dottie now. They deserve each other. That afternoon, I get an email from an attorney. Gemma's suing me for intentional infliction of emotional distress and economic sabotage. I forward it to my lawyer cousin, who responds, "Let me handle this. Pro bono. This'll be fun." Friday, her former company's legal department contacts me. They're building a case against her for the side business issue and time theft. They want to know if I'll testify. I agree. But the best part came Saturday. Remember those Thursday afternoon therapy sessions? Well, one of the other participants, Qley, is married to a guy named Brett. Brett saw Gemma's TikToks, recognized his wife in the background of one, and started asking questions. Turns out, Qley had been telling him she was in mandatory training sessions every Thursday. For a year. Brett went digging. Found out Qley was also doing these calls on company time. She's a nurse. Hospital administration was very interested to learn their head pediatric nurse was gossiping about patients during these calls. Yeah, HIPAA violations. Qley's now under investigation. Lost her head nurse position immediately. The other 3 Thursday girls have gone radio silent. Their social media's locked down. Gemma posted one last TikTok. When trying to destroy your ex backfires and ruins your friends' lives too. This is all Derek's fault. The comments destroyed her. You ruined your own life, sis. Actions meet consequences. Maybe don't gossip during work hours. Team Derek. She deleted her account. Yesterday, I ran into Elaine at a coffee shop. She bought my coffee and said, "Thanks to you, I got to read what that little witch really thought about me." Also, I got her position eliminated and received the salary budget for my actual team. The karma was delicious. My cousin texted me this morning. Her lawsuit was dropped. Her lawyer saw the evidence and told her she'd be laughed out of court. He also advised her she's lucky the company isn't pressing criminal charges for the mail fraud. I'm doing good. Started seeing someone new. Met her at a bookstore, not the gym. She thinks this whole story is hilarious and says it's the best how'd your last relationship end story she's ever heard. Gemma's stuck living with her mom, who's also going through a divorce now. No job. No references. Company said they'll only verify dates of employment. And her wellness journal Instagram business is dead since everyone found out she was a time thief. Her last text to me. I hope you're happy. You destroyed everything. I replied. I am happy, actually. Thanks for asking. Then I blocked her. Moral of the story. If you're gonna talk shit about your partner's dick during work hours, maybe make sure you're not leaving a digital trail. And definitely don't put it in writing that you're using them for rent. Oh, and guys, you deserve better than someone who makes you the butt of their jokes. Girl talk isn't an excuse for disrespect. Boy or girl, gay or straight, if your partner is mocking you to their friends, they're not your partner. They're your bully with benefits. I'm out. Thanks for following this insane journey. Going to therapy. Actual therapy. Not the kind where you violate HIPAA, hitting the gym, not looking for Mateos, and living my best life. Final edit. Wasn't gonna update again, but this is too good not to share. Gemma's mom Dottie called me drunk last night from Roger's phone. Roger's living his best life apparently. Lost 20 pounds, joined a hiking club, started dating a woman from his book club who actually likes him. Dottie's living with Gemma in a 1-bedroom apartment. They're apparently driving each other insane. Gemma can't get a job because every place calls for references, and she's blacklisted from her entire industry after word got around about the time theft and mail fraud. But here's the kicker. Remember Qley? The nurse? She lost her license. The HIPAA violations were worse than anyone thought. She'd been sharing photos of patient charts during those calls for laughs. FBI got involved. Federal charges. The entire Thursday group is being investigated now. Their group chat got subpoenaed. Gemma had to hire a criminal defense attorney because some of those patient photos were in their shared Google Drive that she had admin access to. Dottie called to beg me to take responsibility and help with legal fees. I said, "That sounds like a you problem," and hung up. Roger texted me this morning. Sorry about that. I changed my number. Living well is the best revenge, isn't it? Yes, Roger. Yes, it is. Derek out. For real this time.